Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back. So as you saw by the title of today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how I get out of a reading slump, and maybe this helps you guys to get out of a reading slump and we can help each other. Thankfully right now I'm not in a reading slump. I just don't have time to read. I was just thinking we could do this video because I know reading slumps are infuriating and dramatic, all of the other other similar words we can think of. So let's just get into it. So the first thing I do is usually I take a break from reading. I'm not gonna force myself to read. I take a break. I do other things. I'm probably already have to do other things. Like I have my blog. I have school stuff I need to do and just a handful of other things. So I take a break. I took a break for like a few days, a week, and then we recuperate. Okay, then we start the process again. We take a break for however long it has to be. Because then, on the second point, what I do during this week, and when we're trying to get back into the reading grind, I rewatch shows I love. So Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl, even stupid shows like Love Island, because those kind of shows did get me into reading. Maybe Love Island is not the best example, but you get what I mean. I rewatch shows that got me into reading. And that helps me getting back into the groove, because seeing the tropes in like the screen also reminds me of how much I love reading the tropes on piece of paper. And kind of connected to this second point, I go on TikTok and I watch edits, I watch collages, I watch fan casts of my favorite books. I want to be reminded of that feeling I love. Like for normal people, I am a fiend of normal people edits of this show, especially. That gets me back. I'm like, okay, I need to find a book like this, and then I'm back into reading. Not immediately, but I'm back into reading. Finding edits of those shows you really love, and like watching shows you love to find a book you want to read and then get back into reading is really, for me, it's really like something smart, because it just gets you back into that feeling. Like, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but most of the time starting a book, not because it's going to be bad or good or whatever, starting a book is so difficult. Even if you're not in a slump, it's so difficult. So doing these other things that might like trigger you into wanting to really pick up a certain book or a certain trope in a book will help. Once you're ready to pick up books, pick up smaller books, 200 pages or less, because they're quick. They get to the point, books without really a plot in them kind of books, because don't go from not reading anything to reading Thorn of Glass series. Don't do that unless you really want to. Pick up smaller books. It will ease you back into it, especially if you end up loving the smaller books, then you find bigger and all that. And also smaller books are easier to give up, so you won't feel bad if you don't like it. You can just find another one. If you're picking up a book and you don't like it, do not get overwhelmed, do not get frustrated, do not get mad, do not get sad. Like, take a deep breath. You're not gonna love all the books you ever read. Imagine if we did. The world would be a better place, am I right? But you're not gonna love everything you read, but that does not mean you're still in a book slump. That does not mean you're stuck in a book slump. It just means I didn't like this book, so I'm gonna come back and pick up another one and read this one and not think about the other one. You need to be positive. Reading has to be a positive experience. And I don't mean, don't read sad books. No, I mean like you need to have a positive experience with the books you're reading. If you're not enjoying what you're reading, then stop. It's as easy as that. So just stop and then just pick up something else that you think you might like. So again, smaller books, and do not get overwhelmed if you don't like it. The next tip, this is kind of on the side, do a reread. I'm not big on rereads. I do reread every once in a blue moon, but do a reread of your favorite book. There's a reason why it's your favorite book, but make sure it doesn't give you a book hangover. We all know how those go. Do a reread. I think it can get you back into reading, take you out of that book slump. Again, make sure it is the right book, and it's gonna take time. So for my last point, be patient. Be very patient. You have all the time in the world. Don't lose your marbles over this. Just chill. You'll be fine. If it comes out at one point, it's gonna leave at another point. Just be patient and find other people to help you also get through this slump. The reader friends or on TikTok. Let me know if these tips helped you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.